Hello everyone! Boat ramps are back at it again, where vehicles grow fins, drivers lose logic, and even simple turns turn into full-blown disasters. From sleepy launches to surprise swims, today's compilation delivers pure chaos, accidental acrobatics, and some truly legendary miscalculations. Sit tight, things are about to slide downhill fast. When your Jeep is actually a water car trying to be both a road rig and a boat, things get interesting fast. One minute it's cruising like it's built for adventure, the next it's sinking like it missed the memo on buoyancy. Bilge pumps working overtime, wheels tucked up, and everyone pretending everything's fine. Just because it can go in the water doesn't always mean it should. When it comes to boat ramps, this Chevy took Like a Rock way too seriously, straight to the bottom with the headlights glowing and the wipers fighting for their life. Everyone on shore had the same line: "Sir, you can't park there." Whether it was forgot the gear, forgot the brake, or just forgot common sense, that underwater truck loan is officially paid in full. When you take Dad's Boston Whaler out but forget about one tiny detail, the bridge is shorter than the boat. Instead of waiting for the tide, they're out here trying every trick except the smart one, letting the water rise after the scratches are already permanent. A little trim up, a little patience, maybe even a folded T-top could have saved the day. But hey, nothing says Dad's gonna be pissed like turning a simple cruise into a physics lesson gone wrong. Sometimes the quietest moments at the dock turn chaotic fast. One tap of the throttle sends this boat jumping forward like it's starting a race, shaking the whole dock. Whether it's nerves or a simple mistake, it's a perfect reminder to stay calm and steady around the controls. When your pontoon starts falling apart on the road to the ramp, things get chaotic fast. Sparks fly as metal scrapes along the pavement, leaving the boat looking lighter by the second. It's a rough moment, but accidental weight reduction might be the only upside today. When it comes to boating, one simple rule can save the day. Wear the kill switch. This guy took a tumble, bumped the throttle, and suddenly the boat had more energy than he did. The engine kept screaming, the boat kept spinning, and everyone on shore kept yelling like that was going to fix anything. A tiny cord could have stopped the chaos. Instead, the only thing that got killed was his pride and maybe his insurance deductible. When it comes to getting back to the dock, this guy went full human outboard motor mode. Kicking, paddling, pushing, pure commitment, 0 horsepower. He's got a dinghy with an engine tied right next to him, but nope, he's doing it the old-fashioned way. They say effort counts, and in his case, effort's doing all the work while the boat just laughs.
Almost to the shipyard. There's a lot of mechanics there.
When it comes to boat building, some people follow the manual. And then there's this masterpiece. Twin pumps for power, fenders everywhere, and enough DIY spirit to qualify as a science experiment. No reverse, no brakes, just 2 speeds, fast and off. It's part jet boat, part hardware store project and all creativity. Call it crazy or call it genius. But you've got to respect the commitment. Sometimes at the boat ramp, it's less teamwork and more stand back and watch the chaos. One guy's struggling, the boat's sliding, and nobody steps in. Everyone's too busy filming or giving advice that goes ignored. The ramp becomes a stage, the boat the star, and the rest of us just witnesses to pure human stubbornness. Some lessons can't be taught, only filmed.
Oh man.
Sometimes owning a truck, a trailer, and a boat doesn't mean you know how to use them. One wrong move and suddenly the new truck's taking a swim while the boat sits there like, really? Electronics fried, payments gone, and that ramp officially earns its reputation.
I have hope, yeah, I have.
Would have been if you didn't hit the side of the piling there.
When it comes to loading a boat, these guys turned a simple pull-up into a full disaster. The boat slid, the trailer wasn't lined up, and every fix just made it worse. A little patience, a little teamwork, and a safety chain would have saved the day. Instead, it turned into a masterclass in what not to do at the ramp. At least one helpful legend stepped in before the tide beat them to it.
He's accused of doing what he has done, and the consequence of it was that this guy did swim. Well, let's not forget, it's not a game. We all face.
When it comes to boat ramps, some people take sending it a little too literally. This truck rolled down the ramp like it was on a mission, skipped the waterline altogether, and went full submarine mode. Whether it was bad judgment, bad timing, or just bad luck, the only thing floating after this launch was the regret. One thing's for sure, that for sale sign on the back window just got a whole new meaning. This SUV thought it came with amphibious mode, diving straight into the water like it was built for it. The wipers panicked, the driver froze, and a perfectly good truck turned into a reminder that confidence doesn't equal control. These guys tried putting their boat in the water cool and professional, but it turned into a slow-motion disaster. Instead of using the trailer, they dragged the hull across the concrete like it was built for it. With 50 people watching, they committed fully to the worst launch of the day. This truck rolled onto the beach like it was built for overlanding, then kept going until the ocean claimed it. 1 minute it was cruising the sand, the next it was bobbing like a budget toy Bata. By the time the waves took over, the only thing left to save was the driver's pride. So close to a clean backup, but one slip changes everything. The truck slides toward the water like it's ready for a swim, turning a simple launch into a full soak. Just a moment of lost control, but a big splash. This guy rolled up to the ramp ready to launch a boat, and accidentally launched his dignity instead. The Toyota tried its best, but gravity had other plans, and down she went like she was auditioning for life as a submarine. On the bright side, the boat survived. On the not-so-bright side, the truck's headed straight to the boneyard, and his pride's already at the bottom. Some men fish for bass. Others fish their truck out of the lake. Today, he's doing both. Forget one simple step and loading goes wrong fast. The truck pulls ahead, the boat slips off, and the driver freezes. One quick latch was all it needed to keep everything together. When confidence is high and awareness is low. You get this. The boys said, "We're good," but the bridge disagreed immediately. A little scrape, a little crunch, and a whole lot of "don't tell anyone." They made it through, but the pontoon's dignity definitely didn't. Some launches need skill. This one needed a miracle. These two went full hook and slide, proving you don't need an IQ test to buy a boat, just confidence and bad timing. One guy's backing up like he's driving a car, the other's walking blind, and somehow they're both wrong at the same time. Clueless? Absolutely. Entertaining? Always. This launch goes wrong instantly. The truck rolls too far, the boat floats off, and everything ends up underwater. The driver runs back too late.
Down there, it's like shredded steel.
When you try to launch the boat but forget the flat ground part, this thing slid in sideways like it was drifting into a car meet. The ramp wasn't even fighting back. Just watch the boat lay down and give up on life. Classic ramp chaos.
Yeah, I heard the siren and that's what made me look over.
When your truck decides it's time for a swim, parking rules don't matter anymore. 1 second it's on the ramp, the next it's fully underwater. Wipers on, pride off. When flexing, your expensive truck goes wrong and you end up baptizing it at the ramp. Even worse, a Dodge has to pull you out. Now it's slight water damage, no lowballers. I know what I have. Classic ramp chaos. This guy backed in like the goal was to launch the truck, not the boat. With the strap still on and the tires spinning water, the rig sank deeper with every second. Luckily, the boat ended up saving the day because the driver definitely wasn't. Mistakes were made in Sydney. 4 people, no one in the boat, and suddenly it's swimming on its own. A simple rope or a captain aboard could have saved the day. Sometimes the river doesn't wait for amateurs. SUV for sale. Just had the carpet cleaned. Pulled from the water, but saved doesn't mean safe. Rust, gremlins, and electrical nightmares are already knocking. Best bet? Call Carvana quick before the dehumidifier gives up. Chevy breaks the boat ramp. Like a rock until the concrete underneath washes out. At least the boat's okay. But when your truck sinks deeper than the trailer, it's either call a tow, grab a shovel, or just go fishing anyway. When you need a trailer on a cabin island with no road, improvisation becomes mandatory. This guy basically turned his boat into a tow truck. Genius or madness? Big props for making it work. Yeah, that's a Ford F-150 taking an unplanned swim. Someone tried backing it in and, well, the lake had other plans. It's funny when it's not you. Definitely a spot you can't park. This lady rolled in hot, shouting like the sand personally attacked her. She missed the ramp by a mile and planted the truck in the beach like it was a parking spot. Waves coming in, patience going out. She really just proved she can't park there. When it comes to steering a boat, this guy must have left the instructions at home, because he treated that bridge like it was part of the obstacle course. He clipped the side, bounced off the other, then circled back like he wanted both sides to match. Throttle wide open, zero control, and everyone on board just along for the ride. They say it's like bumper cars on the water. And honestly, this captain took that way too literally. The takeaway today: if you pull up to a boat ramp with too much confidence, don't be shocked when your truck slides in first and your pride follows right behind it. Happens to the best of them. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're new and click one of the videos on screen for more chaos. See you at the next one. Goodbye.